Hello guys, how you all doing? Well, I'm good myself, and yeah, if you're new here, just make sure that you give me that sub, because honestly I deserve it. And today's second question is from SK. So SK asked a very interesting question here. So it's asking that another beneficial video would be, how do you, this is the important portion, how to identify a change in the structure, and also when there's a retest, how do you properly execute a trade at that retest? Because sometimes he's saying sometimes you find that a retest is complete and then you enter, and then only to see the price dipping, going deeper, like forming a deeper retracement, and then before going in your direction. So we need to tackle that question. So you're gonna go with the first part of it. Says how to identify change in the trend, right? So this one is easy, my guy. For you to be able to identify or to be aware that the trend is changing, you need first to be able to identify the trend. At that time, how is the trend? If you are able to assess the structure on a specific chart, and you come to a conclusion that the structure is going up. Remember, there's a video that I made about the characteristics of an uptrend or a downtrend and consolidation. So remember, when you're talking about the market structure, on any time frame that you can think of, the price there, when you assess, it's either going up, down, or sideways, which is consolidation, right? So for you to be able to tell that the price now is no longer going in the initial direction, or one of those three, if it was going up, for you to say it's no longer going up, or if it was going down, it's no longer going down, or if it was moving sideways, for you to say the structure now is changing, it's no longer moving sideways, you first need to be able to define that sideways move. Now, how do you tell that the price is moving sideways? If you don't know that the price is moving sideways, like if you don't have the rules to say that, or the characteristics to say that, for me to say the price is moving sideways, I need to see 1, 2, 3. Therefore, you know that when one of those three is broken, it means we are no longer moving sideways. I did make a video about this, the market structure, but it's fine. I'll just touch up on it. So I'll give an example with an uptrend, right? So let's say the price is moving up. How do you tell that the price is moving up? So the characteristics of an uptrend, they would include the price will be giving you higher high, higher low, right? Meaning it will be doing this. So this is the high, this is the initial low. The second high is higher high because it's higher than that one. The second low is higher low because it's higher than that one. So those are the characteristic of an uptrend. And again, how do you tell that the price is going up? The price will be it will be forming support and breaking resistance. I'm not gonna write everything, I don't want to waste time. So when you're saying it is forming support and breaking resistance, still in the same move, this was remember when it was going down, this was our resistance there, and now it's going up, it's breaking all of that. This was resistance, now it's going up, it's breaking all of that. But what is it doing on its way up? It's forming new support. So that's what we mean saying when the price is moving up, we will see by it forming new areas of support and respecting them, and on the other side it will be breaking the areas of resistance. So that's another characteristic. Another thing would be it is breaking bearish trend line and respecting bullish trend line. So when you mean still with the same movement, right, we will have a bullish trend line that we are respecting, it shows that we are moving up. But the old bearish bearish trend line, we are going to break it so that we move up. So that's how you tell that the price is going up. I'm not sure if I mentioned all of them, because I do have a video where I explained this very nicely. So I'll try and put the link to that video in the description. So this is how you tell that the price is going up. So now it becomes a question, now how do I then be able to tell when the price is changing the structure, right? So it means I'll put it like this. It means we know that because it was going up, it was forming the higher highs. So how do you tell that the price is no longer going up? You will see it is no longer going to respect your bullish trend line. It is going to break it. It is no longer going to respect your higher high and higher low motion. it will be breaking the low. It is forming a lower low because the low here, it's lower than that. You see, it's forming lower low. So now it's changing. So the day, remember, for the structure to change, you just need to break one characteristic. We're going up, everything is smooth. The day you break the bullish trend line, or just the area of support, the structure is no longer going up. So that's how you tell the structure. So remember, we have got uptrend, and then consolidation, downtrend. So it means for us to move from being uptrend to going to downtrend, we must first be in the state of consolidation. I'm sure most of you didn't know that. You can't just move from this to this. So that's why I do not agree with you when you see the price breaking a trend line, then you just go there and enter and say, now we are no longer going down, we're going up. But have you ever been in a state where you said, oh, now it's in consolidation, let me plan my trades, whether it's going to continue that direction or this direction, you see? So you need to be careful. So if we're going up and then the price breaks just the trend line, because remember, most of the time it will never, hardly you will have a state, so it will break one first before the other. So it's either it breaks the support first before the trend line, but most of the time it breaks the trend line before the support. So if it breaks that, if we're going up, and then say your area of support is here and then your trend line is there, if the price comes back and breaks your trend line, it means it is no longer going up. Why? Because the bullish trend line is out, it's no longer holding. So how are we still bullish? You see, we can't buy, we are no longer bullish. So it means now we are here because we broke one structure of bullishness. But if it continues going down and breaks even the support, then it changes to, now it is downtrend. So that's how you tell that the structure is changing. You first need to be able to outline your thing and say, am I in an uptrend, consolidation, or downtrend? So when we are in consolidation, we will remain in consolidation for as long as we are between this resistance and the support. So that's what I'm saying. Just after breaking the trend line, we are in consolidation, and we will remain there because remember, price can do this. So we will remain there up until the day price decides whether it wants to break the resistance there at the top or it wants to break the support. So if it goes back up and breaks the resistance, we are going back to being bullish. But if it continues down and breaks the support, we are now going to downtrend. That's how, I hope I answered your first question of how do you identify that the price is changing, the structure is changing. The important thing for you to do is to be able to define a downtrend, uptrend, and consolidation, and know that for us to move from this to that, I first need to be in a state of consolidation. I hope the first part of your question is answered. And then how do you properly execute a trade when there's a retest? Okay, here I will refer you to the video I made about different entries. So you can search for a video where I said different entries. So remember, but it's fine, I'll try and create a scenario. Let's say we are going down and this is our trend line, right? And then maybe let's say we're looking at H4, and then price as it moves down, it hits your daily support and you're planning on buying, right? But you're still watching the movement on H4. But remember, we are marking, you still mark your bigger zone. So even when you're in H4, you will know that now we have hit the area of support on daily, because you mark your stuff on daily. Even when you move to H4, you'll still be able to see the stuff that you marked on daily, right? So now we hit the area of support on daily and you are planning on taking trades. So the option number one would be to remember, when you get your maybe pin bars there, like if you get a pin bar, if you're strong enough, you can just buy with the first pin bar, or if you're not strong enough, you can just go above the pin bar and put what? Buy, stop. That's what I taught when I said the video of different entries. Make sure that you visit that one if you haven't watched it. Then you will understand that as soon as the price hits this, you are going to look for reasons to buy. And then let's say you're bought and then it's moving up, remember, this is still your resistance. This is still going to exert, it's going to push your trade back to the downside, because it's a bearish trend line. As much as we've hit the higher structure and all this stuff, yes, we understand we've hit the daily support and daily is bigger than H4, but it does not mean that the H4 can't cause the price to go back down, retrace before going all the way up, you see? So that's why if you take your buy there, you must make sure that at the trend line you are putting your TP, you are exiting. Let's say you exit that trade and then the price continues going up and break the trend line, which means it's the first part of your question, the change of the structure. It goes up. Okay, let me remove this and show you what I'm talking about. Let's say you bought and then you exit here, and then the price goes up and it does what? It changes the structure because it broke the bearish structure. Now it is in consolidation. Maybe let's say it goes up like this and breaks the resistance. Now it moves to bullishness. Now it's going up. Then you identify your thing. You identify. Remember, the way we are trading here, my guy, I think you are still new. The way we are trading, we are not going to say if the price comes here at the trend line, we are buying that retest. We don't do it like that. We are not necessarily trading the retest, but rather we are trading, we're taking a buy from an area of support that pushed the price all the way up and broke all those structures. So that's the key area. So that's why sometimes you'll find that the key area is here. The area of support is here, right? And then the price comes back and retests your level there. You are buying. But right now we'll be waiting at that area. And then you see the price continues going down, you're losing. As soon as it hits your stop loss, that's when it activates us, the people who are waiting at the area. And then it goes up. You see it going in the direction that you had predicted, but you entered too early. So just the retest of a trend line alone, it's not enough. But sometimes it can happen that as the price was moving up, it will go there and then it pauses there. And then it continues and breaks this stuff. It means your nearest area of support would be this one. So that's why we will be buying like this. But we're not necessarily buying the retest of a trend line. We are buying from this area of support that did what? That broke the trend line, caused the move, that broke the trend line and also broke the area of resistance that we had there. So that's how you'll execute when there's a retest. You just have to find the nearest area of support. Because why we're picking that one? Remember, it gave us this nice move that broke the trend line and it also violated the resistance there. So it means it's a very strong support. So when you're getting the pullback, we are not waiting at the trend line to buy the retest of a trend line. We are waiting here to execute there. So you can put a buy limit there and put your stop loss outside. Like that. That's how you're trading. Or when it gets inside, if you're scared of buy limits, when it gets inside, you can still search for your pin bars and buy from that. You see, those ones who are trading the retest, sometimes it can work for them and then we miss the trade. But remember, missing a trade, it's not a loss. But that's why when I, to answer your question specifically, that said sometimes you see the price, you buy and then it makes a deeper retracement before taking off. It's because of what? You bought too early. The area that is important, the key area is this one in this case. So I hope I answered all your questions. Sometimes you think the retest is complete. I'm going to find that after I think I answered your questions, my guy. So I think I'm gonna stop this one here. So what is important is for you to know, to be able to read the market structure so that you can decide that my time frame is going up or my time frame is going down or is moving sideways. If you know the state of your structure on that time frame, then you will know when the state is changing. But if you don't know the state, then how are you going to know that the thing is changing? You see? So you just need to know the state. Then knowing when it's changing, it's easy because you just have to wait for the price to break trend line or to break support or to break resistance. Then you know the structure is changing. As for execution, just mark that level that gave you the breakout and then you are waiting there with your guns blazing. Then you hope that it will go up. I'm gonna end it here, my guy. I hope you answered. Sharp.